They had fame, fortune, and fairy tale weddings. But behind the red carpets and the flashing cameras, their love stories were far more complicated than you think. Let's dive into celebrities and their wives over the years. And trust me, some of these will truly surprise you. And no one's love life reflects Hollywood's rise, fall, and reinvention, quite like Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise, one of Hollywood's biggest superstars, has had a love life just as dramatic as his movies. He's been married 3 times, each relationship marking a different era of his legendary career. First came Mimi Rogers in the late 80s. Their marriage lasted from 1987 to 1990. Short, but it set the stage for what was to come. Then, in the heart of the 90s, Tom married Nicole Kidman. This was his longest and most talked about relationship, lasting over a decade. Together, they adopted 2 children and became one of Hollywood's most powerful couples until their shocking split in 2001. Years later, the spotlight turned to Katie Holmes. From 2006 to 2012, the couple welcomed their daughter, Suri, capturing worldwide attention, before their marriage also came to an end. From the late 80s to the 2000s, Tom Cruise's marriages spanned 3 decades, and interestingly, each chapter closed around the same age, 33, leaving fans wondering, coincidence or destiny? Because the next one didn't just end a chapter, it rewrote a life. Robert Downey Jr.'s love story isn't just about romance, it's about redemption. He first married Deborah Falconer in 1992. Together, they had a son and shared over a decade of life in the spotlight. But as Downey's struggles intensified, the marriage ended in 2004, marking the lowest chapter of his career. Then came a turning point. On the set of Gothica in 2003, Robert met producer Susan Levin, a meeting that would change everything. They married in 2005, and from that moment on, his life took a powerful new direction. Susan didn't just become his wife, she became his anchor. Robert openly credits her with helping him achieve sobriety, rebuild his career, and rise back to the top of Hollywood. Today, they're more than a couple. Through their production company, Team Downey, they've built a lasting personal and professional partnership, proving that sometimes the right person doesn't just change your love life, they change your entire future. And the next one proves strength comes in many forms. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is known for strength, success, and unstoppable drive, but behind the muscles is a powerful personal story. He first married Dany Garcia in 1997. Together, they welcomed a daughter, Simone, and built a life that lasted over a decade. Even after their divorce in 2008, their bond remained strong, evolving into a unique partnership that helped shape The Rock's global empire. But love wasn't done with him yet. In 2006, Dwayne met Lauren Hashian, a singer-songwriter who would become his lifelong partner. After more than a decade together, the two finally tied the knot in 2019, proving that sometimes the strongest relationships are built slowly and last the longest. 2 marriages, 1 family-first mindset, and a journey that shows even the toughest man in the world believes in love. And from strength and family, we turn to Hollywood's most beloved romance. Julia Roberts, America's sweetheart, has lived a love story as captivating as her movies. Her first walk down the aisle was with country singer Lyle Lovett in 1993. The marriage surprised fans and headlines alike, but it was short-lived, ending just 2 years later. Before finding lasting love, Julia's romantic life often made front-page news. From her high-profile engagement to Kiefer Sutherland to her widely admired relationship with Benjamin Bratt, the world watched every chapter unfold. Then came the moment that changed everything. On the set of The Mexican, Julia met cinematographer Danny Moder, and this time, love stuck. The two married in 2002, choosing a quieter, more private life away from the Hollywood spotlight. 2 marriages, many headline-making romances, and 1 enduring love story, proving that sometimes your happiest ending comes after the cameras stop rolling. And while Julia found her quiet, enduring love, some Hollywood hearts take a far wilder ride. Nicolas Cage, Hollywood's unpredictable genius, has lived a love life as dramatic as his movies. He's been married 5 times, each union a different chapter in a life full of passion, surprises, and headlines. First came Patricia Arquette, 1995 to 2001, followed by Lisa Marie Presley, 2002 to 2004. Then he found his longest-lasting love with Alice Kim, staying together from 2004 to 2016. But the story doesn't end there. In 2019, Cage married Erica Koike, and the world blinked, because the marriage was annulled after just 4 days. Now, he's happily married to Riko Shibata since 2021, proving that love can be unpredictable, wild, and sometimes fleeting, just like a Nicolas Cage performance. From decades-long commitments to marriages that lasted less than a week, Cage's romantic journey reflects his own words. A quest for life experiences, varied, intense, and unforgettable. And if Cage's love life is unpredictable and wild, the next story proves brilliance doesn't follow the rules either. Elon Musk, the genius behind Tesla, SpaceX, and some of the world's boldest ideas, has also had a love life as headline-grabbing as his ventures. His first marriage was to author Justine Wilson from 2000 to 2008, and together they had children while navigating the highs and lows of early Silicon Valley fame. Then came Tallulah Riley, not once, but twice. Their whirlwind romance saw 2 marriages, first from 2010 to 2012, and then a second go from 2013 to 2016, a story of love, separation, and reunion that felt almost cinematic. Outside of marriage, Elon also shares children with musician Grimes and Neuralink executive Siobhan Zillis, proving that his life, much like his company's, doesn't follow the ordinary path. From books to billion-dollar tech, and from marriages to unconventional partnerships. Elon Musk's journey shows that even the world's most brilliant minds have complex, fascinating personal lives. And from a life of brilliant chaos, we move to a love story that ruled the headlines. Kim Kardashian, a name synonymous with fame, fashion, and the spotlight, has had a love life that's just as headline-grabbing as her empire. Her first marriage was to music producer Damon Thomas from 2000 to 2004, followed by a whirlwind union with basketball star Chris Humphries from 2011 to 2013. But it was her marriage to rapper Kanye West that truly captured the world's attention. From 2014 to 2022, the power couple shared 4 children, blending celebrity, controversy, and style in a partnership that dominated the headlines. 3 marriages, 4 kids, endless media attention. Kim Kardashian's journey proves that in love, just like in fame, nothing stays quiet for long. And while one life played out under the flashing cameras, the next fought its battles, both inside and outside the spotlight. Mike Tyson, the legendary boxing champion known for his ferocious power in the ring, has had a personal life just as intense as his fights. His first marriage was to actress Robin Givens in 1988, a whirlwind union that ended just a year later amid media frenzy. Then came pediatrician Monica Turner, whom he married in 1997. Their relationship lasted 6 years, spanning both highs and lows outside the public eye. But it's his current marriage that truly defines a new chapter. Since 2009, Tyson has been married to Lakia Kiki Spicer. Together, they share children, and Tyson credits her for helping him turn his life around, from chaos to stability, from headlines to heart. 3 marriages, lessons learned, and a story of redemption that goes beyond the ring. And after a life of battles and redemption comes a love story as dazzling and headline-making as the spotlight itself. Jennifer Lopez, the unstoppable star, performer, and style icon, has had a love life as dazzling and headline-grabbing as her career. Her journey began with Ojani Noah in 1997, a brief first marriage that ended in 1998. Then came Chris Judd from 2001 to 2003, another whirlwind romance that ended in divorce. Next, she found lasting love, or at least a decade-long chapter, with Mark Anthony. From 2004 to 2014, they shared both a life and twins, becoming one of Hollywood's most iconic power couples before their separation. And the story comes full circle with Ben Affleck. After a past engagement and breakup in the early 2000s, the two reunited and married in 2022, even celebrating a second ceremony that same year. However, reports from 2024 to 2025 confirm that marriage, like some of her earlier ones, also ended in divorce. 4 marriages, one star-studded journey. Jennifer Lopez's love life proves that even a superstar's heart has its own dramatic story to tell. And from a superstar's headline-filled romances, we turn to a life in the spotlight where love and power collide. Donald Trump, businessman, television personality, and former U.S. president, has had a personal life as headline-making as his career. His first marriage was to Ivana Trump in 1977. Together, they built a family with 3 children, Donald Jr., Ivanka, and Eric, before their highly publicized divorce in 1992. Then came Marla Maples, whom he married in 1993. Their union brought a daughter, Tiffany, and lasted until 1999, drawing intense media attention along the way. In 2005, Trump married Melania Trump, and together they welcomed their son, Barron. This marriage, spanning decades, has been marked by both public scrutiny and an enduring partnership amid the world of politics and celebrity. 3 marriages, 4 children, countless headlines. Donald Trump's love life shows that for some, life in the spotlight extends far beyond business and politics. It touches the heart as dramatically as anything else. And from a life where power and headlines reign, we move to a love story written in Hollywood glamour and intensity. Angelina Jolie, Hollywood's ultimate icon of beauty, talent, and intrigue, has had a love life as captivating as her on-screen roles. Her first marriage was to actor Johnny Lee Miller from 1996 to 2000, a chapter that marked the start of her journey in Hollywood romance. Soon after, she tied the knot with actor Billy Bob Thornton in 2000. Their marriage lasted 3 years, unforgettable for its intensity and the way it captivated the public eye. But it was her relationship with Brad Pitt that became the stuff of legend. Married in 2014 and divorced in 2019, their union brought together 6 children and dominated headlines around the world, blending love, family, and the glamour of co-starring careers. 3 marriages, 6 children, endless media fascination. Angelina Jolie's story shows that behind the Hollywood spotlight, love can be just as dramatic and unforgettable as any blockbuster. And from Hollywood's most unforgettable romances, we turn to a love story that's lasted both on-screen and off. Will Smith, Hollywood superstar, rapper, and global icon, has had a love life that's just as captivating as his career. His first marriage was to Cherie Zampino from 1992 to 1995, and together they welcomed his eldest son, Trey. Though brief, this chapter marked the start of Will's journey in love and family. Then came Jada Pinkett Smith in 1997, a partnership that continues to this day. Together, they have 2 children, Jaden and Willow, and have built a union that's famous not just for longevity, but for its unconventional and openly evolving dynamics, a modern love story in the spotlight. 2 marriages, 3 children, a life lived boldly, both on-screen and off. Will Smith's journey shows that love, like fame, doesn't always follow the script. And while one star's love defies the script, the next's life proves passion can be wild, unpredictable, and unforgettable. Pamela Anderson, the Baywatch icon and tabloid favorite, has had a love life as wild and headline-grabbing as her career. Her most famous romance was with Tommy Lee, the drummer of Motley Crue. They eloped in 1995, had 2 sons, and their whirlwind marriage lasted until 1998, a union that became legendary for its passion and drama. After Tommy, Pamela's heart led her to short-lived marriages with Kid Rock from 2006 to 2007, and poker player Rick Salomon, whom she married not once, but twice, from 2007 to 2008, and again from 2014 to 2015. She also tied the knot with bodyguard Dan Hayhurst from 2020 to 2022, while a brief 2020 union with producer John Keeters was never legally binding. 5 marriages, 4 men, 2 sons, and a love life that has kept the world watching every twist and turn. Pamela Anderson proves that some hearts are meant for adventure, on screen and off. And from a life full of wild romances, we turn to a love story built on devotion, family, and lasting commitment. Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the greatest footballers of all time, has a personal life that's as fascinating as his career on the pitch. Though he's never been married, Ronaldo has shared a long-term love with Georgina Rodriguez since 2016. Their relationship began when she was working at a Gucci store in Madrid, and it quickly became serious. Together, they've built a family, welcoming daughter Alana Martina in 2017, as well as twins Eva and Matteo via surrogacy. Ronaldo is also a devoted father to Cristiano Jr., born in 2010, raising all his children with Georgina's loving support. Their life hasn't been without tragedy. In 2022, the couple faced the heartbreaking loss of a newborn son. After years together, and even living in Saudi Arabia, where marriage laws delayed them, Ronaldo and Georgina announced their engagement in August 2025, sharing a dazzling diamond ring and a heartfelt "Yes, I do" post on Instagram, a promise for this life and all lives to come. Before Georgina, Ronaldo's most high-profile romance was a 5-year relationship with Russian supermodel Irina Shayk from 2010 to 2015, along with rumored brief flings with other celebrities. 8 years together, children, tragedy, triumph, and now an engagement. Ronaldo's love story shows that even legends off the field have chapters filled with passion, commitment, and family. And from a life of devotion and family comes a love story where fame, heartbreak, and passion take center stage. Brad Pitt, Hollywood heartthrob, superstar, and one of the most talked about men in showbiz, has had a love life that's as headline-making as his career. His first high-profile marriage was to Jennifer Aniston from 2000 to 2005, a union that captivated fans worldwide and cemented them as Hollywood's ultimate power couple, at least for a time. Then came Angelina Jolie, the actress who would define his next chapter. They married in 2014, after years of co-starring chemistry, raising a family together before their split in 2016 shook the world. Before these marriages, Brad was briefly engaged to Gwyneth Paltrow in 1997 and shared relationships with numerous other high-profile partners. As of late 2022, he's been dating Inés de Ramon, adding a new chapter to a life filled with love, heartbreak, and the spotlight. 2 marriages, countless relationships, a life that proves even Hollywood royalty has a love story full of twists, drama, and unforgettable moments. And from Hollywood's most talked-about romances, we turn to a love story that played out like a chart-topping hit. Britney Spears, pop princess, icon, and one of the most talked-about stars in the world, has had a love life full of twists, headlines, and surprises. Her first marriage was a whirlwind affair with childhood friend Jason Alexander in 2004, but it was annulled after just 1 day. Later that same year, Britney tied the knot with backup dancer Kevin Federline. Together, they had 2 sons, and their union lasted until 2007, ending in a very public divorce. Fast forward to 2022, and Britney found love again with fitness trainer Sam Asghari. Their marriage, highly celebrated by fans, lasted just over a year, ending in 2024. 3 marriages, 2 sons, headlines that followed her every step. Britney Spears' story shows that even pop royalty experiences love, loss, and life in the spotlight, always with drama worthy of a chart-topping hit. And from pop royalty's headline-filled romances, we move to a love story that's as enduring and iconic as Hollywood itself. Harrison Ford, Hollywood legend, action star, and cinematic icon, has had a personal life as rich and enduring as his film career. His first marriage was to Mary Marquardt, a love that began in college and lasted from 1964 to 1979. In the early 80s, Ford found love again with screenwriter Melissa Matheson, marrying her in 1983. Their partnership lasted over 2 decades, until 2004, leaving a legacy of family and creativity. Then, at the 2002 Golden Globes, Harrison met Callista Flockhart, a meeting that sparked a romance lasting 8 years before they married in 2010. Together, they built a family, adopting her son Liam and joining the 4 children he has across his marriages. 3 marriages, 4 children, a life filled with love, family, and moments as memorable as the movies that made him a star. And from a life of enduring Hollywood love, we turn to a story where passion, drama, and persistence take center stage. Sylvester Stallone, the action legend behind Rocky and Rambo, has had a love life as eventful as his blockbuster career. His first marriage was to Sasha Chak from 1974 to 1985, a union that gave him the foundation of family life. Soon after, Stallone entered a whirlwind romance with actress and model Brigitte Nielsen, marrying her in 1985, a high-profile union that lasted just 2 years. Then came the love that would endure. He met model Jennifer Flavin in 1988, and though they briefly split in 1994, they found their way back to each other and married in 1997. Together, they've built a family and a lasting partnership, proving that some love stories are worth the fight. 3 marriages, a journey of passion, drama, and enduring love, just like a Sylvester Stallone movie. Fame can bring everything except guaranteed love. Which celebrity relationship surprised you the most? Comment below and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more hidden celebrity stories.